कालजी बोलते हैं, उसके लिए आपने इतना दूर से आके बहुत अच्छे विषय हमको बताया है, तो उसके लिए धन्यवाद। सुचेंद्र प्रसाद जी हमारे ही आदमी हैं, उनका भी ये इंडस्ट्री के ऊपर इतना ये है। और बाद में सब सारे लोग यहाँ जो है 50 साल 40 साल 25 पिक्चर 50 पिक्चर सब के लोग हैं इधर, तो उसे भी धन्यवाद बताते। मैं कन्नड़ा में बात करूंगा, आप क्षमा कीजिए प्लीज। सर, आपने जो विषय जो बताए थे, ए वेरी वैल्यूबल थिंग्स आर देयर सर। क्या है, दिस फिल्म इंडस्ट्री runs on money, sir. Because in any newspaper article, there is no necessity for money or anything. Here, the moment you start a film, you need money from the first paper, first page, you need money. So here what happens, suppose if I go with any very good idea, I don't have money, I am only a creator. But I have to go to industry where the money is available. Because I am not rich to make a film. What I want to do it. In world, there are so many foundations are there, fundings are there, but in India, very sorry to say, we don't have any facility. Of course, NFDC they give, it is a very small amount, and it is so tedious. Suppose you want to apply a good story which you have to NFDC, it will take 6 years to 7 years to get approved. And so many restrictions and corruption. Another thing, because you have to pay something to there and you can't do it. So that's why what we will do, we will go to market only. So once we go to market, he will demand so many things. Because he looks at his money first. How my money comes, who is your star? What is your content? You have any underworld content? You have any action content? You have any love story? You have any nudity? You have any rain song? You have any waterfall song? So these things he will question us. So our creativity is completely packed and put it in the suitcase. Suppose I want to make a film on my own. It is so difficult. See, I did a film called Mustinhara on war in 1991. Spending about 1 crore 50 lakhs in 70 mm, I did it. But people never encouraged it. I lost more than 75 lakhs in that film in 1991. That 75 lakhs is today more than 7,000 crores in real estate if I have invested that 75 lakhs. So like that, many films we have tried, but there is no proper funding for this kind of things. See, any idea, good idea, there are many good ideas. See, the banks doesn't give finance to us. There is no policy for film financing. Or there is no institution which will come forward. Say, I asked one of my friends, he is a very big businessman, he has got CSR. I told him, can you spare 5% of the CSR amount? We can make a very good film. I have a very great story of Karnataka related to Kannada culture, everything. They said, no, we can't give it to film, CSR. So like this, the funding is the most important thing for any, this especially the creative filmmaking. Sir, for your information, Netflix and Amazon, they don't take Kannada films. They don't take Kannada films. It is a mafia. Yes. I had discussed this with the minister also, Mr. Anurag Thakurji. When I was the chairman for last year, I was the chairman for Indian Panorama. There was a discussion with Netflix and Amazon. There is no Kannada title at all in Netflix. If you see, no Kannada films will be there. If you go and ask them or any films, they will say, we will screen it and we will share it to you. Means एक टिकट गया तो हमने 40% लेंगे, आपको 60%, but they don't advance any money to my project, my product. This is a very big thing. They want only darshan, they want only Pushpa hero, they want Shah Rukh Khan. These kind of pictures only they take. Any good content based local stories, they don't want to entertain. Amazon and Netflix, any other things. So this is one big thing. It's happening in Karnataka, and we are very ashamed. I was just asking our chief minister, sir, can you think anything? Because the Netflix and Amazon has to air in Karnataka. They have more than 2 to 3 crore subscribers in Karnataka. For them, they don't want to give our Kannada film. Why can't you call them and make a meeting? Whatever the subscription is there, at least some percentage they should take some Kannada films. Why they can't take it? They want money from my man, but you don't want to give his own food for him. This is a very important factor, and there are so many great stories, sir. We have got 8 Jnanpith awards. And 8 Jnanpith award books has been not made films. Why it has not? Even the government doesn't come forward. See, government says at least some funding can be done from the government side, because some governments have done like that. But here, sir, nowadays, to meet chief minister is very difficult. I will tell you, here is there. We want to submit a memorandum. Mr. Suchindra Prasad ji is here. We are asking him from last 3 months, sir, we want a meeting. We want a meeting with CM. Because we have got a lot of other things. Sir, the Kannada films were given 100% tax free, sir. When GST came, we lost that 100% tax. So government announced in assembly, no, whatever the state share is there, we will give it back to you. In there are other states, they are giving it. In our state, it is already 5 years. No order has been made. And another thing, sir, we wanted small theaters because we can't go to big theaters, sir, because the rent is so high. So we said like this, 100, 150 seaters, because it was Prime Minister's idea to have a digital theaters all over India. Sir, for your information, we have 6.5 crores population. We have only 400 theaters. In that 400, Tamil, Telugu, Hindi, Malayalam, they will take away 60%, and we will be begging for them for our film. They don't want our films because they want big collections, big GST, and they want to sell tickets for 800,000. These kind of temptations are there, and we don't get anywhere our film will be screened. So that's why we requested to make digital theaters. Mr. Suchindra Prasad also knows what is the problem of the theaters in Karnataka. With 400 theaters, and we produce 300 films, and outside it is coming about 2,000 films, how we have to survive? That's why we wanted, and the government announced a subsidy also 50 lakhs to this kind of small theaters. But there was a lacuna that we cannot construct the theater because still 1952 cinematographic rules they have kept it. You have to still keep water, you have to keep sand, because the theater will burn. Now it is digital. Even if you put the fire in that, it will not burn. So these kind of things government has to take into consideration. Now we are not blaming. They should consider, and it is a request to do it. See, if 1,000 theaters comes, small theaters, government also will get GST. And employment, sir, in each theater, 5 or 6 persons will be employed. So about 10,000 people will get jobs. So this is, we are requesting from so many years, still they have not considered. And another thing, sir, once film city, Karnataka is the one of the most suitable location, sir, because I will tell you my experience. We are there in the industry from 75 years, and our family has made 100 films. We are doing third generation because in 1944 Hollywood traveled all over India. So then they said waterfalls, desert, forest, landscapes, everything is only Karnataka. They selected Mysore city as the place, and they shot the film. With Clark Gable came here, sir, in 1944, and Mysore Sabu. You might have heard the Mysore Sabu. He is a very famous actor. Alexander Korda, he made a film in Mysore. So one small lorry cleaner was there. So he was made and took as a small character, and he became a topmost actor. And he came to Mysore, wanted to establish a studio in 1954-55. Government never encouraged. He went there. 1970, Devarajars gave 500 acres. It is 2022. Already 200 acres are given in Mysore. Still, every time CM says, yes, I will do it, I will do it, I will do it. But still, not even a foundation stone. Sir, the time has come, I will tell you, Kannada industry will be closed. Why means, if I go to UP, I will get 5 crore subsidy. Here, for this 10 lakh subsidy, 3 years they don't give subsidy. 3 years you have to wait after making the film. Sometimes 5 years. Suppose if I go to Kashmir today, sir, government has announced a policy in Kashmir, 5 crores they will give if I make a film. Enough, sir, 7-8 crores. If I am getting 5 crores from there, somehow beg Bharat still I will put 3 crores and make a film. In Madhya Pradesh today, beautiful policy they have done. In Gujarat, they have done beautiful policy. Maharashtra, beautiful policy. 50 lakhs they give it to producer on the second picture. Here, no policy. See, we have given a memorandum to chief minister, not this chief minister, other chief minister. 25 persons we sat for 14 months, all the section of the thing, and we made what all we necessary, sir. No, that is still in dust. So, other thing problem, sir. The film department doesn't have a ministry, sir. In all other states, they have ministers. In Andhra, Tamil Nadu, a separate wing is there, sir. Here, what happens? The information minister is chief minister, and it is very difficult to chief minister to maintain because he has got so many things every day to day. So we request him to make a department head, at least a secretary. That information secretary they will put, he will be chief minister secretary, he will not have time. So many things are there. And we want to make good films, sir. We don't want to make, see, we also want to have Oscar. We want to also have our films should be shown all over the world. So some mechanism has to be worked out. And your idea is very good, and we will be very, very thankful. And I am not complaining. These all our grievances were just keeping in front of you so that it may reach to government. And thank you very much, sir. And very kind of you. Thank you, sir.